I had a situation come up this morning, and every morning I take out, or morning or evening, usually I try to do it in the mornings. I take out about an hour. I do my meditation in the morning, then I take about an hour and a half to do what I call learning. And learning is something that like right now I'm learning heart math. The heart math method.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful.
Yeah, freeze frame and the heart lock.
Oh man, it's a beautiful technique.
Yeah,
we'll
be teaching them.
We'll be
soon.
teaching them. Yeah, we'll teach y'all that soon. So I'm reading through the book, and I was about an hour into it this morning, and I realized, I got this bug we talked about earlier for me to get back on the road and go teach. Because even though I've been behind the scenes, I get behind my funnels, and I feel real good behind my funnels because I can just kind of throw those lessons out there and not have to be seen. I have a hard time being seen.
Yeah.
And that comes from childhood, being told I can't blame it on that, but I was told that I'll never amount to anything and that I was a failure and all this kind of stuff growing up. I can't blame it on that though. I take responsibility. And so this morning I was thinking why I got real disturbed. I was in a bad mood last night. Well, I did my taxes yesterday, so that was part of it. But I was cheerful doing my taxes. I was like, okay, I call this a living in America tax.
Yeah, why don't you just tithe to the government?
Yeah, it's called.
Just consider it a tithe to the government.
Look, when I pay, that's a whole. Don't get me started on taxes, But I call it a liar tax. It's a liar tax. Living in America. It's a living in America tax. Because I don't know where that money goes. Anyway, that's another story. I don't want the government coming after me. But did my taxes, I felt good about that. But this morning I was feeling bad, and so, but I know what it is a lot of times when you're ducking and dodging your purpose, you're not going to feel good. You're going to feel bad. You're going to be moody. You're going to be crabby. You're going to be agitated. You're going to be easily angered. And so I felt like that this morning because I was like, man, how can I get out of going out and teaching? Because even though I know that's what I'm supposed to be doing, I don't want to do it because that makes me be seen, right? And
you got to show up and shine.
I got to show up and shine. And when I'm on stage, I love being on stage. I don't like the idea of doing it, but I love it when I'm doing it, right? And why do I love it? Because that's what I was born and was created to do. That's what God made me to do. I can't help but love it. So I was having one of these things like, well, maybe I won't do it, and I really feel like I should, but maybe I won't. So I was feeling bad. And I started thinking, I said, I've learned through letting go, through the book Letting Go, I've learned that there's really only two core reasons for why we, feelings at the bottom of it all. I mean, there's a bunch of feelings. There's a hierarchy of feelings, and we'll talk more about that. But it's either my motivation is fear or love. Fear or love. So if I go out and speak, am I doing it out of fear? Now I could do it out of fear. It's like, man, I got to pay my bills. I got to go out and speak and get some money, right? Now I don't have any bills. I don't have any debt. So I don't have to go speak.
Yeah, a lot of people make the business choices from fear.
From fear, a lot
initially.
of people. Yeah. And that's okay if that's their initial motivation to get started. It's either pain. You're running from pain or to pleasure. Same thing that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Now love is saying, you know what? My people are out there, my brothers and sisters, because we all come from the same family. We all from the same family tree.
Yeah.
My brothers and sisters are out there. They're hurting, and they want to feel Uncle Knolly. They want to feel his energy, his presence. They want me to tell them it's all right, and want to drop some knowledge and stuff like that. And so I don't have to hide behind YouTube. I get out and feel my people, get with my tribe.
Yeah.
But I really got this. I get that thing right in my solar plexus when I start thinking about getting in front of people. It's that people call it tension. It's a tension in my gut. So I said, what's my thing here? And I said, you know what? I'm afraid. I really am afraid. And I said, what am I afraid of? So I started doing that, the tapping and the exercise that you taught me.
Feeling the fear.
Feeling the fear, letting the fear stay, and embracing and all that. And so I started realizing, Arttemis, I'm not I don't feel worthy, man. See, I was about to say I'm not worthy. I don't feel worthy. I don't feel worthy to do anything that I've done.
Yeah.
Anything that I've accomplished in life, I feel a complete unworthiness of it.
Yeah.
And so I feel almost like a fraud. Like this is, like, why am I up here on stage? Like, don't these people know it's just me? It's me. It's Knolly Williams. hey, And it's like I feel like sometimes I feel like a fraud. You know, God has accomplished some big things in my life, so I'm not going to, you know, I've been a multimillionaire many times. So I've done a lot of stuff, you know, that people want to do. But even the biggest, you know, billionaires, man, they get that feeling like they're just unworthy, you know? And so I said, well, what is worthiness? I started thinking about that. I said, you know what? Why do I have to feel like I'm worthy? You know, I'm called to do this.
Yes.
You're called to do this.
It's your purpose.
You know, worthiness has nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Like when you're chosen, you weren't worthy. You didn't even have any credentials. You were just you're chosen from birth.
Yes.
How do you have any credentials at birth? You know what I'm saying?
It's your spiritual credentials.
Your spiritual credentials. When you come into this world, you know, from the former, from heaven. When you come here, when you arrive here, you got a calling on your life already. So it's not that you're worthy to do it or you did something to deserve it. That's your calling.
So you're saying, if you know your purpose and you're true to your purpose, your worthiness is not even in question.
Your worthiness is not in question because it's irrelevant.
Yes.
And even if I'm not worthy, so what? I'm not worthy. I'm called to do this. When Jesus came to Peter was a fisherman, and Jesus called him to be one of his inner circle, one of his 12. Yeah. The guy he had a foul mouth, he had a bad temper, and he was a fisherman. I mean, he got 3 strikes. You know what I'm saying? But Jesus didn't call him because he was worthy or because he had done something exemplary. He was called, period. You know, he didn't do nothing to earn it. You know, it was his birthright. It was his destiny. Yeah. Right? And people say, well, I don't deserve it. Wait a minute. I was born in a royal family. What you mean I don't deserve it? My dad is a king. You know, I deserve it. You know, and not that I deserve it like I've earned it. I haven't earned it. So you guys know what I'm talking about. But I was born in a royal. I'm royalty. You know, and so
that makes all of us sons and daughters of the King.
We're all sons and daughters of the King. You know, his children. So I got to realize this morning that, you know what, even though I feel unworthy and I may struggle with that, it immediately my immediate next thought is, well, so what? I'm unworthy. Yeah. I'm called, you know.
Because your purpose is driving you.
My purpose is driving me. My purpose is leading me. Yeah. And only a coward would run from their purpose. And I've been a coward too long. I'm not trying to be a coward anymore.
So you're going to go start teaching again.
I'm going to start teaching again. I'm going to get on stage. I'm going to be seen. Even in videos like this and sharing my heart, it's not what I do. It's not what I was taught to do. Yeah. You know, and it's something that like men don't wear pink, huh? Men don't wear pink, and men wear pink. And men don't talk about what's on their heart, right? Yeah. We hear that a lot. Yeah. So just realize that you've been called for something, and you don't have to qualify yourself, and you don't have to explain yourself to anybody. If you have a calling on your life, just be you. Just do you, and it's okay to do that.
You know what's so cool is when you live your purpose for a couple years and you really get clear on why you're here and you're doing what you love. There's a saying my mentor taught me. He says, when you're on fire, Arttemis, everyone's going to come around to watch you burn. So like your purpose creates a fire in you.